Hi, this is the fourth in a series of simple explainer videos that relate to the Curious Cloud methodology. My name is David Foster, and in these videos I'll be bringing Curious Cloud to life, both to help you notice and solve complex problems, but also as a way to help you become more generally engaged and productive in the work that you do. So far we've been looking at the daily habits that enable us to spot complex challenges that need to be solved. I think of this as the radar phase, and my experience suggests that the skills being developed here are particularly valuable to individuals at all levels within organisations. As we move on to the creative problem-solving phase, let's imagine that you've already noticed a significant challenge that needs to be addressed, be it an internal or client-focused frustration or a horizontal threat or opportunity. The first step in the creative problem-solving phase is to clarify what the problem is. This may seem like wasted time given that you already think that you know what's wrong. But let me explain why this is a super critical step in the process. A clear problem statement needs to be compact and yet fully describe the challenge in a way that all of the stakeholders who are involved or affected are able to recognise. Without this, you may find that the problem turns out to be irrelevant or too unwieldy to solve, whilst the solution has the potential to be incomplete and likely to cause unintended consequences. The problem statement also needs to highlight any pain or potential gain for an opportunity that is being or will be experienced by whom and to what extent. If this visceral pain is not evidenced, then it will be very difficult to persuade others within the organisation, particularly resource gatekeepers, that there is benefit to solving the problem. There's often a temptation to omit some stakeholders, particularly those who are affected but have less influence. The resulting solutions get stuff done, but at the expense of trust and legitimacy. Weaving in a greater number of diverse perspectives is much more difficult, but will result in a fewer unwanted side effects. With very complex problems, the process of creating a problem statement can actually involve a micro version of the whole creative problem solving phase, but the 4 standard steps are as follows. First, identify all of the stakeholder groups who may be involved or affected. It's better to be more inclusive at this point so that you don't miss critical perspectives. Second, speak to people who are typical members of each of these groups in order to understand their perspective on the challenge, and then compose a problem statement for that stakeholder group based on this input. Third, combine the different problem statements that you've got in order to create just one compact version which fully describes the challenge. This may initially test your thinking and writing skills, but that will make for a great learning opportunity. Fourth, loop back to each of the original contacts to ensure that your holistic description is valid and that it weaves in their perspectives and concerns. One cognitive tool that you might find useful throughout this part of the process is to ask the question, why? As in, why does this happen? Or why do you feel this way, etc. In order to start to peel back any symptoms to get to the root causes behind them. You don't actually need a complex problem to practice and develop these skills. You can apply the same process to any non-standard task or project that you need to undertake. Simply get into the habit of asking those involved or affected to clarify what they need and why, helping you to understand the broader context. Then capture the task for yourself as a simple problem statement. That's it until the next video. In the meantime, get used to thinking about stakeholders in any given situation, talking to them to uncover their perspectives, and composing a clear problem statement that describes the challenge and any pain being experienced. There are deeper explanations in my Curious Cloud article, freely available from the Rally Strategic website. But if you find that this video is useful or that it has piqued your curiosity in some way, then please click like and share it with others.